do you think you're going?
Into the camp, of course.
Oh, aye. They can't wait to see you. Look here. No strangers are allowed in, so turn around and sod off back to the pile of dung you crawled out of.
Why don't we make a deal? I'd like to take a walk around your camp, but my purse is really heavy, and I'm tired of carrying all that weight.
Oh. If it's too heavy for you, I could help you with that. It's the Christian thing to do, ain't it?
Or...
What deal?
All right, calm down.
And bloody... Are you trying to piss me off? Get lost.
Whoa! Quick! God! Go! God! God!
It's time you all heard the truth.
Whoa!
Drought, we've survived floods, plague and fires and failed harvests, but now we face a far greater catastrophe.
What's that sound? That's your service, sir.
Good doggy. Good boy.
And noblemen and even dogs and even have the cheek to demand that common folk like us provide for them. No, I say, enough is enough. If they can't provide for themselves, let them die.
Go! Go!
good deal.
I'm interested in this.
Neter wow. Lieber Hund.
My God. You look like you've had a difficult journey.
You're telling me? Herr Gott, life has been hard. Ich heiße Hänselin. I'm an innkeeper, but my inn has been razed to the ground.
By Sigismund's army.
Ich weiß nicht. Möglich. We were lucky to flee before those human Schweine got there.
Yes, you were lucky. I've had some pretty bad dealings with that unholy rabble. But you'll find scum everywhere.
Yeah, the roads are full of our own countrymen who would murder you without a second thought. Scheiße.
I've killed a few of those bastards, and it hasn't bothered my conscience in any way.
Ich glaube dir. I see you have the guts for it, junger Herr.
Have you got anything to sell, Henslin?
Ja, ich hab etwas. But not much of my wares survived.
Nothing to your liking, sir?
Those must be the poachers I'm looking for.
Hey?
You! Get out now! I'm counting to 10. Everyone get over here! We've got an intruder!
All right. Just pretend I was never here.
Are you still staring? Are you trying to piss me off? Grant, right now. Shut up! Get out of here, Mutt. No one wants to hear your barking. I'll go and have a look. You're a dead man! Alert! Alert! What do you want? I surrender! I surrender!
That's the hide. Now to bring it back to the huntsman.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
God be with you.
What do you want at this time of night?
I found the white hide.
Oh, thank God for that, at least. And what about the poachers? Did you take care of them too? Do you have their squirrel badges for me?
Aye, I've got some.
Well, that's even better news. The reward's yours. Thanks, friend. You did me a huge service.
Glad to help.
God be with you.
Pfui, wasch dich. Du siehst schrecklich aus.
We know each other, don't we? We met at Trotsky.
Oh ja, du hast recht. You are Henry, Lord Capen's man. Seltsamer Zufall. The last time I saw you, we were ambushed in that fucking ravine.
You survived the attack. A lot of people didn't make it out of there.
Genau. Wirklich terrible it was, but I survived. With a bruise or two and a concussion. Unfortunately, the other fellows I was with were not so lucky. Now our village has only sorrowful mothers, widows und Waisen.
Where are you headed now?
Duty calls, for I am still the magistrate in unserem Dorf.
And your lord is still Otto von Berghoff?
Ja, natürlich. And that verdammte tragedy of Nabokov has me busy dealing with the inheritance left by the poor souls who fell there.
It sounds urgent. If you have to deal with it when the gravedigger's barely buried the last of them.
Well, there is no one to do it for me. The scribe is crippled, and both of my servants are dead. And worse, I can forget about riding for a while. That bastard who knocked me down broke 2 of my ribs. Ja, diese verdammte Schlucht. Und was ist mit dir, Mann? I heard they hounded you through the woods like vermin. Von Bergo has got it in for you, they say. Is that true?
If you really want to know, bailiff, von Bergov's a lying bastard who betrayed us. And not only us, the traitor has King Wenceslas imprisoned in Vienna.
And why are you telling me this?
Because we are on different sides in this war, and we could just as well beat each other to a pulp, bailiff. But there's no sense in you taking needless risks for a lord who left your village full of widows and orphans.
I lost many good men there. And perhaps the blame lies with him. Schön. I will pretend I heard nothing, and we can go our separate ways. Mögen sich unsere Wege hiermit trennen.
Praise be Jesus Christ, young man. I'm sorry to bother you, but I must stop you for a moment. Can I have a word?
Who are you, anyway? What do you want?
I am a royal customs collector, and you will have to pay your duty.
What duty?
The king's duty. Now come here and don't delay. What are you still waiting for? Move it. So, what'll it be? You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit.
Come on then! You son! I can...
Show your stuff.
You want to try me? Young man, come here.
What are you doing here?
Friend, welcome. I'm glad you're passing by. At least I won't be celebrating alone. I'm a father. My first son.
Well, congratulations are in order. What's his name?
Oh, Jonty. His name's Jonty.
I wish Jonty the best of health then.
My sentiments exactly. Best of health. You have to drink to him with me. I've got some fine brandy here. Come on. Let's drink to his health.
What kind of brandy is this exactly?
Why, it's the finest I have. My late father gave it to me, saying that when he had a grandson, we drank it together. But he didn't live to see it.
Uh-huh.
It's been buried in the ground for 10 years, waiting for this moment. I'm sure you'll like it.
Thanks, but I'm not in the mood.
I'd be very offended, young man. You don't even want to wish my newborn good health?
I don't drink with strangers.
Who the fuck do you think I am, you prick? Here I am, offering to share my best booze with you, and this is how you treat me. I'll teach you, you cocky bastard. I'll show you. No. You won't get me. Fuck you.
Praise be. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Matthew,
the King's chief customs collector. I collect dues on trading routes.
Ah, I've been looking for you.
Is that so? Why would that be?
The Dry Devil sent me.
That old bastard is still alive. I thought he'd been executed a long time ago.
He's free again, thanks to us. He's getting his old band together, so they sent me looking for you.
That's so very sweet of him. So he whistles and I should come running to him like a good boy.
So, you don't want to come back then?
For the record, I have nothing against the devil, but I don't want to stick my neck out for fuck all anymore. I'm doing well for myself as my own master. The past is past.
Don't you miss the Devil's Pack? Kubienka is still talking about the old days.
I like to think of them sometimes too, but I don't miss them. None of them really know why they're with the devil anyway. Most of them just don't have anything else to do. If the devil reigns, they would just drink themselves to death or kill each other. At least I know what I want.
And you're content with robbing poor souls by the road?
You are quite wrong there. I'm a customs collector, and it's still better than being with the devil.
The devil and Zizka have a higher purpose. We fight for our rightful king.
How? Like capturing nobles and then demanding money for their release? We gutted their people, and they gutted us, but only the devil got the money and the glory. What the fuck is noble about that?
You don't understand. How could you? The devil is a nobleman. Things are dealt with differently by them.
That's rich coming from you. Anyway, you can tell the devil that I thank him for his offer, but after careful consideration, I'm choosing to be a free tradesman.
Well, all right.
Since you're already here, did you pay the duty?
What are you talking about? What do
you think? To the king! I am his
Aye, and I'm Emperor Charles.
So where's the payment?
What customs collector? You're just a bandit.
Peace all difference. Those who have, give. Those who don't, take.
The devil's counting on me to find and reunite all of his old band.
Why should I care?
What do you think he's gonna do when he finds out his capture was all a setup?
Setup? What are you blabbering about?
Well, I'll just tell him there was a rat in his band that set him up. And I know who it was.
You bastard. No wonder you and the devil are like brothers.
Are we finally on the same page?
Aye. It's bad enough I'm being hunted by the Miskovitz bailiff and the Sukdal captain. There's even a bounty on my head. I don't need a pissed-off devil coming after me too.
You don't say.
Seriously? I'm a bit of a local legend now.
Well, the main route to Kuttenberg runs between Miskovitz and Sukdal. Stealing from traders has made you rich, hasn't it?
More than you could imagine. Their pockets are either full of silver or their wagons are bursting with goods. Kuttenberg is a wealthy town, and the merchants are flocking there like flies to shit. You can learn a thing or two that way. If you want, I can share some of my knowledge with you.
How can I find you?
Our camp is in the woods on the hill by Visuka. It will probably take you a while to find it first. We don't like uninvited visitors, you see.
I should eat something. Could this be Janos Uher?
Hey, what do you gape at? Fish face?
Dry Devil sent me. He's looking for you.
Tell him Janos busy.
Oh. All right, then.
Doriki, I just pulling pistol. Get me out of here, brother. My neck on line, hey?
What's happened?
I was hungry. I want bite to eat. You understand, eh?
Of course I understand. When I'm hungry, I find something to eat. That's obvious.
Finally, somebody understand. I just look around for something. What happens? This cock-up come back. Everybody can shit himself. You too, no?
Who came back?
What I know? Some cunt. He's so crazy, he go for me. That's some crazy shit, no? What can I do, eh? I wag him a little bit. And now Bailey waiting to see if he die, and then I go swing.
How can I get you out of here?
Wait until Bailey's henchmen fuck off, then pick lock.
And what about the key? Do you know where it might be?
Bailiff should have it, or one of guards. But what? You going to rob a bailiff, eh? You want to join Janos here? Better just pick lock, quick. That fucking yokel die any moment to spite me.
Tell me again.
You pick this fucking...
Do you know where Ada is? I heard you two always stood side by side.
That bastard. He come here to me, but when they catch me, he fuck off. I expect he biting some wench's arse in nearest village.
Suppose...
You soft in head, hey? Where they will find you? You remain bailiff, he come hang me right away.
I can't make it any worse.
What do you expect from that? If the yokel don't get better, bailiff never let me go.
Maybe I can talk the bailiff into letting you go.
Yeah, sure. While you're doing that, tell him to send wife here to suck my cock, eh?
I'll try to get you out.
Do it quick, Preboha.
Get out of here! Get...
Sit and bark.
You shouldn't be walking around. Was that you? Never mind then.
You mangy mutt!
Go sniff somewhere else.
Get out of here, mutt! No one wants to hear your
Get out.
barking. Such a naughty dog.
Everything's over now.
Clear off, you
is it?
mutt. Leave it. Shoot. That's more like it.
What are you doing? Hey,
I'm freeing you. Go straight to the Devil's Den. Dry Devil is expecting you.
thanks, fella. We meet there.
Oh, I can't go any further. It's too deep.
What was that? Did you get lost in the dark?
You have a kind master, eh, Mutt?
Greetings. What do you...
What's going on around here?
Martha, the wife of our blacksmith here, came complaining a while ago. She arranged a job for her old man, but he doesn't like it. He won't even let his apprentice do it. And it's a pity you weren't here earlier. There was a fight.
Some drunks had a fight.
No, that's just the point. A bunch of brutes laid into a lad. I think they were after him. If I hadn't called the bailiff, he could have ended up a lot worse.
And you don't know why they beat him up?
You'll have to ask him yourself. He wouldn't tell me anything. He acted like nothing had happened.
And who was the lad?
A hired hand from Visoka, a village up the hill. I think his name is Pavel.
Thanks.
There are also...
Right here.
Not yet, but people are already afraid to stick their noses out at night, especially after that fight with those blokes from Prague.
What happened?
They were acting like they owned the place, drinking and eating like pigs. Our lads told them politely to take a walk, and they did too, but not before beating our lads up like dogs. And what did the bailiff do? Not a thing. He's an old yellow belly. So now the lads are practicing fighting with their bare hands, so it won't happen again. All in secret, of course. And we're still getting robbed by that customs collector fella. The bailiff is looking for someone to get rid of this mangy bandit, but so far, to no avail, even though there's a bounty on his head. Here and in Suchdol, by Frenzel. And that's about it.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper. Could I take part in these fights?
But of course. My son runs them. He's the strongest one here, and he loves to brag about it. I can't listen to it anymore. If you beat that lout, I'll give you something on the tavern's tab. What do you say?
Why not try it? We can start right away.
They meet in the pen behind the inn, so they won't be seen. Tell them I sent you, but don't let the bailiff catch you. He'd give you a hard time, and me too.
Thanks. That'll be all. What's going on?
I haven't heard, and you... God be with you, good sir.
Now we have you, you ruffian! Surrender at once!
All right! You caught me. I surrender.
I've got it in. You're the bastard who's been freeing people. Let's see if someone
Oh, please. This is all just a misunderstanding.
Oh, I
heard there's a bounty on that bandit, the collector.
Not so much on him. More like the book that he stole recently. They say it was a rare manuscript for Sedlet's monastery, which is willing to pay handsomely for it. Why do you ask?
I've already had the honor with him.
And would you help me with him? You just have to catch him and bring me that blasted book.
And what was the book that he stole?
A rare manuscript, they say. And that's all we're meant to know.
And where does Matthew rob?
Along the roads between here, Visoka, and Miskovitz.
How big is the reward for that book?
You won't believe it, but I hear it's more than 1,000 groschen.
I'll do it.
Glad to hear it. So, if you find him, don't forget about that book. Without it, there won't be any reward.
I understand. Did the Cumans attack Miskovitz? Are they causing you problems?
Thank God, no. And I'd like it to stay that way.
And how'd you get along with them?
As best we can. And we can count our blessings that our village belongs to the Sedlet's monastery. Sigismund thinks quite highly of the abbot, and explicitly prohibited his people from pillaging the monastery's property.
If you have any problems with robbers, I'll be happy to help you.
Thanks so much for the offer. I'll keep it in mind. But first, I have to convince the abbot to offer some reward.
What do you know about the Devil's Den?
Why do you ask? Did something happen? Were you robbed there?
Does that tavern have a good reputation?
Its name speaks for itself. All kinds of scum from the area gather there. I even heard the good-for-nothing Hinnik of Kunstadt goes there. The one they call the Dry Devil.
Really?
Take it from me. If I were you, I'd keep well away from that den of inequity.
Do you have problems with robbers?
Unfortunately, you're right. But that wasn't the case not too long ago. Nobody would even dare fart around Kuttenberg without the nobility's permission. And today? It's no use talking about it.
Are you the bailiff?
Aye, that's me.
Fruit pierogi. Pastries here.
Fine day for some
What can
fine...
you do, sir? Maybe next time, then.
What can you do? Maybe next time then.
A word about the price.
Was soll?
Fine wares here. Quality merchandise.
That sounds really... Ja, finally a fair. Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
Happy to be of service, sir.
Pies!
Greetings to you.
I heard something terrible happened, and someone is wounded.
That's right. Our poor Loiser probably won't make it.
What happened to him?
He was defending our house from a burglar and got slashed with an axe. It's a miracle that bastard didn't cut him in half.
Can I see him?
Yes, go ahead. But I don't think you can help him.
You look troubled. Is there anything I can help you with?
You're very kind, but I need someone who knows their way around a smithy. I need to get a few horseshoes made and deliver them. They were supposed to be done yesterday.
Oh, great. It just so happens I'm a blacksmith, and I'd be glad to help you.
Really? Well, then you've been sent from heaven.
So, how many of those horseshoes do you need?
Well, if you manage to make horseshoes for 2 horses, I'd be forever grateful to you. I'll pay, of course.
See you later, my friend.
What are you here for?
Word around the village is that something terrible has happened to you.
Quite right. A burglar came in last night and tried to rob our house. One of the helpers woke up and went to see what was going on. When he found the scoundrel there, he attacked him. But that bastard had an axe, while Loiza was empty-handed.
How is he now?
He's in bad shape. We don't have a sawbones here, and Loiza might not survive long enough for one to come. Martha just bandaged him up and let him sleep. That's all we can do.
Martha says she needs to have something forged.
Let me guess. Horseshoes for that rabble from the camp, eh? God damn it. I'd rather go broke than do anything for that lot.
So there's a military camp on the other side of the hill here. But that doesn't mean you'll lose your livelihood. You have a wife, a farm, and an apprentice on top of it. I'm sure you can use every groschen.
Well, there's some truth to that. But how would I look? A band of those Pragas beat up our boys in the tavern. Even Pascal got a pasting.
Then I'll forge them. At least you'll have a clear conscience.
Well, all right then.
What about the materials? If those
Indeed. Here you go. That should do for 2 sets.
I'd like to discuss... You
really well? Very well. I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
What would you...
Can I spend... Just the one night. All I...
Forgive...
That doesn't matter. Agree. Here's some...
Thank you.
I apologize.
How can I...
Where can I spend...
Behind the tavern. There's a shed next to the barn.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Here you go.
Bit longer without food and I'll really start to be grumpy.